The latest firmware update on some Sony televisions in Europe, such as the XH90, has added an inconvenient pop-up message every time you adjust certain picture settings in the user menu. Let me show you. Hello everyone, Vincent Teo from HDTV Test here. I was comparing the latest firmware update of 6.0429 versus the older firmware of 6.0414 on two Sony XH90 LED LCD televisions, and I discovered that the new firmware has added a massive UI inconvenience in the picture menu. So basically what happens when you venture into the picture menu is that when you try to adjust certain picture settings that can affect the light output on screen, you are greeted by this pop-up message appearing at the bottom of the screen saying that your power consumption may increase, and then asking you to either click OK or cancel to get rid of the message. Now, this message doesn't only pop up only at the beginning of your session. It pops up every single time you adjust a picture setting that can change the light output on screen. For example, brightness, black level, gamma, auto local dimming, and extended dynamic range on this Sony XH90 LED LCD television I have here. And also, besides affecting those picture parameters that clearly affect light output, motion settings are also affected because under the motion flow menu, there is blackface insertion, and as you may or may not be aware, blackface insertion will change the light output on screen. So when you venture into the motion flow settings, you are also greeted by this inconvenient pop-up message on the screen of the television asking you to either confirm or deny your own request. And also, once you get out of the picture menu and then go back in again, the whole process starts again. So you will encounter these pop-up messages again and again every single time you change a different picture parameter. So I think this is quite inconvenient, and this is probably related to some EU power regulations. And on the older firmware, this problem is not present at all. You can change the setting at your will without encountering such pop-up messages. I think a similar firmware has been rolled out to other Sony televisions with the X1 Ultimate chipset, including the Sony A8 that I have in my test room. And fortunately, the problem is only limited to Sony TVs in the UK and the rest of Europe currently, because I think it was implemented as part of EU power regulations. So Sony TV owners in the USA, you do not need to worry for now. Now, the thing I don't really understand is that even though I'm in the UK and we have undergone Brexit, we are still seeing this pop-up message because of EU power regulations. So I totally do not understand it at all. But I'll be honest, I haven't read the fine prints of the Brexit withdrawal agreement, and given my current mental capacity, the only withdrawal agreement I can understand is the one in the bedroom. But I have reached out to Sony for an official comment, and this is what they said about this issue. This was implemented based on the EU regulation for power consumption. We will take customer feedback seriously and will consider for future user interface. So, what do you think of this new pop-up warning message that has been added by Sony on many of its recent televisions through a firmware update? Let us and Sony know in the YouTube comment section below. Now, there are many other TV brands that are obviously governed by EU power regulations, but I don't think I have actually encountered any other TV model from rival manufacturers that have implemented it in such a manner. If you would like to watch more of our videos on Sony televisions, I've created a playlist here if you'd like to click on it, and I will see you in the next video.